welcome back to Eldritch Horror Playthrough. We're beginning turn 8, and there's a couple things that I forgot from turn 7, so we'll look at them right now. One was the cursed condition on Charlie, and it says here, when we had a reckoning effect, I forgot the reckoning of the cursed condition, which means roll a die on a 4, 5, 6. You discard the cursed condition. So we're going to do that right now. Let's see if Charlie got rid of that curse. And nope, he keeps his curse. All right, just wanted to clarify that. And the other thing that I had forgotten last time was Okachi cast the spell. And she did get 1 success, but she forgot to flip the card and deal with the effects at the end. And basically what the effects mean is she would lose 1 sanity. So I'm just going to take 1 sanity from her right now. And so she goes from 6 sanity down to 5. So that's what we have for Akashi's, down to 5 sanity. And that will take care of the things that were overlooked or missed last time. So we'll go right into the action phase this time for turn 8. And the first player is Akachi. First thing I'm going to have her do is rest. So she will regain back 1 sanity and 1 health. And so that's going to give her a total of 6 sanity out of 7. And now she has a total of 3 health out of 5. So that's her first action. Her second action, I'm going to have her move to Tokyo. And I think I'm just going to leave it with 2 actions there. And we're going to go over to Charlie. So Charlie's first action, he is also going to rest. He is down to 2 health, so he'll rest and go to 3 health out of 4. And his sanity is at a maximum of 8, so he won't be getting a sanity back. And for his second action, I am actually going to have him travel. So he's going to travel here. He has a boat ticket, and he will spend that now and travel once more down to this location. So that's going to be the 2 actions for Charlie. So that's basically the actions over for Akachi and Charlie. So let's go right into the encounter phase. Okay, here we are in the encounter phase. And first up is Akachi. She's in Tokyo. So I'm going to pull one of the appropriate cards and we're going to have her do a Tokyo encounter. So it says, you ask the enigmatic dragon lords to rid the world of a potential threat to Japan. So she needs to test her influence. Wow, her influence, she had pumped it up once, is a 3, so it's not too bad. Let's see if she can influence. And she gets 1 5, which means a success. So she passes. Let's have a look at the rest of the card. It says, if you pass, each monster on a space of your choice loses 2 health as a mysterious group casts their spells. So each monster on a specific space. So she just picks a space of her choice, and that each monster there will lose 2 health. Okay, that's a pretty good thing. Now what we have for monsters on the board is we have the Wraith. However, the Wraith has 3 health. And the damage tokens stay on the monsters in this game. However, we have the pesky little Migo who also has 3 health. And he eats up our clues. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 damage tokens down here on the Migo. And hopefully at a later point we can get rid of him because every time clues appear on the board he basically has a chance to snap them up. And not too impressive. I also forgot we have a goat spawn here. And it says she has 2. We can get rid of her, but I think it's better to hang on to her because defeating her in combat, there's a better ability that can happen if you do that. So that was Okachi's encounter. Now we have Charlie, and he is on a city space. He must have an encounter. So we will pick the next generic encounter card and we will deal with the city and see what comes up for him. It says, the police ask for your help investigating a series of ritual killings. The grisly crime scene threatens to overwhelm you with chills and nausea. So, Charlie has a willpower of 2. Not exactly great. And we'll see if he gets nauseated by the crime scene. And he rolls a 6, so nope, doesn't really fizz him too much. And we continue on and see what else happens. It says, if you pass, you manage to examine the scene and find significant information. Spawn 1 clue. Okay, so now we have to spawn a clue. So how do we do that? We reach in, we get a random clue, and a clue appears at location number 6, which, way over here, and we now have a clue on the board. And now Akachi already has 3 clues in her possession, and Charlie has 2. Okay, that was not a bad set of encounters. No damage, no insanity loss, what have you. That's good for us. So now we're right back, and we go into the Mythos phase. All right, Mythos phase. We still have about 8 or 9 Mythos cards left, so plenty of time. All right, of course, first thing we look at up here is we see the Omen track moving. All right, the Omen track moves to the blue constellation space, and we have only 1 gate up here in London with that symbol. The Doom track moves 1, so it goes from 10 or 11 down to 10. Okay, and now we have some reckoning to happen. So let's go through all the reckoning effects, starting with the monsters. So Goat Spawn, no reckoning. The Wraith, no reckoning. The Cultist, as I mentioned before, does not have a reckoning for Azathoth. However, we have our damaged Migo. I think we're all familiar with him by now. It says, discard the nearest clue token and move this monster to that space. Well, goodbye, clue. The Migo appears over here in this space, and the clue is discarded. So we won't be getting that clue. All right. And now, cards on the board. Mythos cards. This one here. Discard 1 Eldritch token from this card for a reckoning. There's only 1 left. If the last one comes off of here, we get the Doom track goes down 1 for every open gate. And right now we have 4 open gates. That's not a good, healthy thing for us. So we will... Akachi might be going over to that encounter next turn, trying to get rid of it. All right, next thing up, we have a gate and monster appearing. So that becomes pretty critical to get rid of this card. So for the gate is going to appear in Buenos Aires. If I'm saying that correctly. Buenos Aires. Right here. And with the gate comes, of course, a monster. And, okay, we have a zombie. Now, he has a reckoning effect on him. I won't spoil it, but I will say that not good things will happen if the reckoning takes place. So, Buenos Aires has a zombie appear in it. Okay. All right. Getting close to victory, but we could very rapidly fall into defeat. All right. The world shakes. The scope of the tremor was so vast that newspapers in every country reported on the damage done and the tragic destruction of ancient wonders. Okay. And it is an event. It says each investigator on the active expedition space, which right now is in the Amazon and nobody's there, loses 2 health and becomes delayed. Then search the expedition encounter deck for each card corresponding to the active expedition and return it to the game box. Then shuffle the expedition encounter deck. So basically what happens is there was a massive tremor in the Amazon destroying the expedition completely. And so what that means is we have to go through this deck and we have to remove every Amazon expedition card. So I'll just do that, reshuffle it, and be back in a second. Okay, so I've removed all of the Amazon encounter cards for expeditions there. And on the top now, after I've shuffled the deck, we have the Himalayas. So the next expedition is going to be taking place up here in the Himalayas, if anyone cares to get there. All right, that is the end of the Mythos phase with the world shaking event. The Doom track sitting at 10. We have, I believe now, 5 open gates on the board. Yeah, things are getting down to the wire. We need to get Charlie, I think, is going to try to get down here, spend his 2 clue tokens to solve the final mystery, and I think Akachi needs to get over to this card and shut it down before the Doom track goes down 5 because of our 5 open gates. Okay, that was the end of turn 8. Join me next time for turn 9, and we'll see if Doom approaches more rapidly or whether our investigators can shut Azathoth down. Alright, thanks for watching.